Hello everybody, we're at UK Bike Fit. We've had a bit of a nightmare because my GoPro and the microphones are over here, so we're recording on my phone because I forgot my SD card and I don't have the wire to plug into my phone, so Dan's behind the camera already annoyed at us. But anyway, I'm still the teacher standing down on Kyle. Kyle today's having his lactate threshold test.
Yeah.
When did he last have it, Dan? Was it January?
Was it
January?
February time? Yeah.
January, so 10 months ago, so we're going to see if he's improved. I have a coach with UK Bike Fit, and let's be fair, Kyle does actually follow my plan but change the watts, so saving on the dollar there, so we can see if the coach...
I've been very relaxed.
Yeah, he has been
That's
quite relaxed. He's
comfortable.
trying to get his excuses in, but
Yeah.
we'll see if the coaching's worked, basically.
I've told you a story about I actually pierced my own ear once now.
There's holes
No.
still there.
Yeah, I did actually pierce my own ear at school once.
How old were you?
Like a sewing needle.
I can see it.
You can see it? Yeah, I've got
On your
like
left?
two.
With
yeah,
a
I've got
sewing
like,
needle?
Yeah, I've got like multiple, I just pushed it
In
through.
that side?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I did
didn't know
multiple,
that
I
you
had
did
like 3 pieces. Yeah, I did it myself. Worked.
Works.
I've got quite a high pain threshold, so I just
Oh,
did it.
geez.
Okay, you're at 1.8. So
Is
I
that
looked
good?
at your last...
That's high.
quite high.
That is fairly high for a baseline, but quite a lot of
That's box ill
people
for you.
will go down after their warm-up. So have you had anything to eat recently?
Yeah, Weetabix.
Yeah.
Yeah, when did you have that?
When was that? When did you give me?
It was at 3
You
o'clock.
came in when it's time
3
to
hours
eat.
ago.
Lactate is a byproduct of glycolysis as well. So if you're digesting some food, lactate's a byproduct of that. So it could
That's
just be a
your
bit from that as well.
He's also had 2 rounds of beans on toast, tomato soup, and
That
what
was
else
earlier
have
in
we
the
got?
day.
No, just in the last couple of hours. So,
Yeah,
but from your last test, you started off a bit higher and then it went down after your warm up as well.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that might just happen again.
Do you remember that?
So yeah, you can get on the bike now.
Yeah.
I love your outfit, Kyle.
Thanks a lot. That's all I had left.
What look is that?
The I don't know. I'm not actually sure what look this is. Whatever I could find in the drawer.
At least you've not got Dan's look today, it's the crutch look.
Everyone's.
Have you got your heart rate
Jealous of this
monitor?
look.
Is it
It's the what?
This is what everyone wants, but
Yeah.
not everyone can get.
What's
a
that?
the heart rate monitor?
Yeah. Yeah, if you just turn the screen away and turn that off so I can't see it.
Yeah, Kyle doesn't like seeing his heart rate, do you?
There is a backstory to that, it's not just I'm a bit weird.
It's okay, it's fine.
He doesn't like it.
Doesn't like seeing his heart rate, but will stick a sewing needle through his ear.
Right, he's off.
That's,
Is that your heart rate? Oh, we can see it. Don't worry. How long does a lactate test? I always ask this when I come, so I always forget.
It just depends how many steps you do.
Right.
So you'll have a warm up for 5 minutes, and then every step is 4 minutes long, and then you go up by
I'll see
30
it through the
watts.
paint.
So it just depends how many steps you do.
Oh, my target's in four, isn't it? Oh, that doesn't
That's
really work.
great, that is. You can't
Yeah,
see
so
that
just
now.
try and go. You'll start the test at 100 watts, so just chill out a bit. The warm up's just 74.
He thinks
And
he's
then
doing a box
when the test starts, you'll go up to 100, and then it'll go up 30 every 4 minutes.
I thought Jesse Yates was in front of me again.
I'm sorry, but Kyle's outfit is making me laugh. He looks like a blue Oompa Loompa. Dan, what do you think?
High express
I'm
class.
not making any class short.
I'm not sure about that look, to be honest, Kyle, but it's great. Oh, why did you go long sleeve? You're going to get
It's
boiling.
interesting that you knew you were going to
I
get
just-
warm. You would have just gone on and you've got a long sleeve.
The thing is, I've been laid down all day, and it's all I could find at the time.
Oh, jeez. He's still warming up. You can see me in the mirror.
It'll go to 100, that's when it starts, and then
Right.
I'll do your lactate just before the end of every step, but I won't do it after your warm up.
Are you going to like compare where you took lactate from last time at certain levels, or?
So you're doing exactly the same test.
Yeah.
So I'll take the lactate at the same levels as last time.
After Kyle, sorry, this is going to be so close up on my face. After Kyle's done the test, we'll explain what the lactate threshold test is and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, if you don't have a clue what we're doing right now, just you wait. I like your socks. Where are they from? I've not seen them.
Vintage bike show.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got them in Italy, didn't we? €5 they were, I think.
Yeah.
Bargain.
I'm surprised Amy's purse open to get these.
It doesn't come out much.
The warm's done.
Is that the longest bit?
Yeah.
Car's being explained
Each
what's
step's 4
happening.
minutes.
Yeah.
At the end of the 4 minutes, it'll go up by 30 watts.
We've been explaining it to him, but he doesn't understand.
No, you keep going till I'll tell you when to stop. Okay.
The
Yeah,
first
warm.
prick. Does it normally go down on the first one?
So it quite often does, yeah.
How are you feeling, Kyle?
Red on.
Oh
What
dear.
would you give your RPE? 7?
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
really easy.
Nice and easy.
I'm hot.
Let's see what your lactate's say. Oh, blooming heck, Kyle. Don't start stripping. Jeez.
2.3.
Oh, it's gone up.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's quite high, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's got a bit of a cold, so maybe the cold is playing with the results.
Lactate, yeah.
Maybe you weren't being dramatic about not feeling very well. I feel a bit bad now. He's been on the sofa all day saying he doesn't feel very well. I was like, oh come on, you can do it. No, to be fair, we did say you don't have to do
I
it.
don't think your results are going to show that you've got that, so it's
No,
not good
thank you.
material.
Oh dear.
We did this with someone who felt fine.
Yeah.
Did test, the results were awful.
Yeah.
And then a couple of days later he tested positive for COVID.
Oh dear.
So
Let's hope Kyle's not got that, otherwise we should all have face masks on.
No, well, the thing is, we're breathing up to too bad.
Right, the window's open, is heating up. We have discovered that maybe doing this when you're not very well is not a good idea. You woke up this morning with a bit of a cold, didn't you?
Well, it was a bit cold yesterday as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. But he was determined to still do it, so... And we did pre-warn Dan, so we don't feel bad if we infect
Can't keep
him.
the man down.
Sorry, Jan.
cold's going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, Dan's got a what is it, a broken hip? Jeez.
I'll go get yourself some blue shorts, make finish the look.
So he's now doing 130 watts, which, how's it feeling, Kyle? Easy?
Probably not as easy as like normal, but yeah.
No.
Still easy, yeah.
A 2.7?
2.7. What does it get to, about 5 before you stop?
Just over 4.
2, 4. Okay, so
But I think last time you were at 2,
For a
around like
long time.
180 watts,
Yeah, that was
190.
long
Yeah.
So either, Kyle, you've got worse or it's the cold. Going in again. How you feeling, Kyle? Oh,
14.
Yeah.
it's getting hot now.
Still breathing through the nose.
It's like when he sees a nice curry getting hot. Hey, what is your what food, Kyle, makes you feel the most hot? Like the most like, oh yeah, gets you sweating. Sausage roll?
Nah, like a lamb stew.
Lamb stew?
Yeah.
What? I thought you'd at least say a curry or a roast
That's
dinner.
a winter meal though, isn't it?
Yeah. What about in the summer?
What makes me hot?
Yeah. What makes you sweat? Like if you look at it, you think, oh yeah, it really like turns you on a bit.
Turns me on. That's different to sweating.
Yeah, you know, gets your heart going a bit.
No, right. Gonna improve my cadence now.
What in the summer? Come on, you answer the question,
Oh, it's easier.
Kyle.
Summer. Steak on the barbecue.
Oh yeah, steak on the barbecue. What's your favourite, Dan? Whoa, I thought you were going to throw that at me then.
Favourite what?
Favourite meal?
Meal? I know, just some like stodgy pasta.
Oh,
Cheesy, stodgy pasta. Yeah.
that sounds nice.
Chorizo.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. Jen's off in a towel. Jen, what is his lactate now?
Oh, 2.8.
Oh, it's similar then. Keep going then, Kyle.
Just focus on doing the
He's going-
colours
look.
on the screen.
You're going too fast there, Kyle. He's always like that.
Dropping the box, isn't it?
Yeah, look at that spike. Plumbing heck. That's what you're meant to be doing. And look at the spike where you are. You slow down a bit there. It's because he's excited about his lamb stew.
People gets my heart rated. Lactate threshold.
Jen, what's your favourite meal?
Pizza.
Pizza. Oh yeah. What?
Like a wood-fired.
Oh yeah.
Pizza.
It's got to be a
Not
nice
like
one.
Domino's.
No. What do you have on it?
Loads of veggies.
Oh, yeah.
Really like mushrooms on a
Oh
pizza.
yes, you're speaking my language. Mushrooms. What about those anchovies things? Not anchovies.
No.
Not anchovies. I mean artichoke.
Yeah.
That's it.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
Sun-dried tomato.
Yeah. Danny, have you got 2 crutches or just one?
Got to.
Oh, you just used one.
That's been snowing outside.
Oh.
Just removed.
You look like a little puppy, Kyle, your face does. Look a bit sad.
I'm stuck.
Oh. Don't worry, you're gonna have, do you know what you're having for tea tonight? Nice omelette.
Not lamb stew.
Not lamb stew.
Try and keep it consistent.
3.2.
Oh yeah, let's have a look on
Sorry, you
there.
need to keep going.
There's gonna be 5, won't you?
For God's sake. Come on.
Come on, legs, lactate.
Now it's got Polly Jesse up box it up.
250 now, Kyle, come on. Push those legs round.
Must have now.
I mean, you've not got much blood.
He's sweating, jeez. This is our idea of fun on a Tuesday night.
Don't film.
Oh, sorry.
Trying to stand up because my horse is it. Seriously, don't.
Come on, if it's over 5, over 4.
5.4.
Hey, 5.4, you can stop. Okay, I was just going to spend some time in front of the fan. That's how it's wafting your bib shorts.
Quick recovery though.
Yeah, your heart rate's gone down.
Do you want to just spin on the turbo for a minute?
Yeah, might be, yeah.
While waiting for the results of Kyle's test, Dan, I just want to show you Kyle's tyres that he's been riding on and the reason he's been getting so many punctures. How long have you had these
I'm usually
tyres?
focusing on all your maintenance, not doing my own.
How long have you had these tyres?
I couldn't even tell you.
At least
A
6
while.
months.
A while, yeah.
I know.
Dan, do you want to assess?
On that ride, you were getting like a million punctures just for.
they're different times.
These are different from that, to be fair,
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
but that's not good, is it?
Some big holes, yeah. Where you been riding? Gravelling on them.
possibly.
Fair, it's just that.
I do ride over anything.
They
It's all
are pretty threadbare.
It's totally flat across the top. You're like, you've done it on you. Little crack in here as well.
No wonder you keep getting punctures.
Because I'm too busy doing yours.
Oh, excuse me, I can do my own now.
Yeah, but you don't.
That's what you're here for.
I can or will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't stop picking on me anyway.
So we're going to get you some new ones, aren't we? For the winter, some
Okay.
jewelries.
I've had a word with them.
Is that a word?
No, we did, didn't we? We spoke to him while we was at
Your
Rio.
tyres are scared of you now.
Yeah, I've had a word with them. We've got another 100 miles than you have.
Got cold now, so he's put his coat on. But it's time for his results. So let's just say first, he does have a cold right now. So Jen can explain.
I like that. So your lactate 1 turn point 1 has come out at 176 watts, and last time it was 182. And then your lactate 2 turn point has come out at 219, which is exactly the same as last time. However, your heart rate was pretty high throughout the test, and I think you found it harder than last
Yeah, I
time.
did, 100%.
Yeah, so it's just a definite indication that you're poorly, and it'd probably be better if you come back and have another go when you are well. But the fact that you got the same LT2 while you're poorly would definitely indicate that you've improved. So it'd be really good to do it when you're not poorly and see how much better you are. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to come back when you're
Why
well.
does illness affect the lactate?
Well, it affects basically like all of your bodily functions. So
Right.
when your hart rate's increased, so when you got on the bike, your resting heart rate was like 103, and I imagine it's normally quite a lot lower than
quite
that.
a lot lower than that.
Yeah.
And you know, when you were saying that it was like 7 and 9 at the RPE, so quite low, your heart rate was pretty high, and then your lactate was pretty high too. And essentially, it's just because your body's using all its normal resources that keep you sort of alive and fit and well to fight off a virus. So
It's not clear
yeah.
anything, is it?
yeah, so your heart's having to work harder to pump the blood around your body, which carries your white blood cells, which fight an infection. So basically everything's trying to fight off an infection rather than being able to do its normal job of clearing lactate and
Function as it should.
yeah, essentially.
Right, okay, Dan's going to explain a bit about what lactate threshold testing is.
Yeah. So, well, the reason we do a lactate threshold test is to accurately determine your training zones. So normally, the main way that people normally do that is through an FTP test, but working out training zones through FTP isn't accurate to every individual because, for example, like someone's zone 2 could be a totally different percentage to their FTP. And when you do an FTP test, the only way it's working out training zones is through percentages, and it's the same percentages for everyone. But someone might have like a really good endurance, for example, versus their high-end power, and their LT1 or zone 2 would be a higher percentage of their FTP than someone who perhaps isn't as good as endurance, but they've got a really good top-end power. So doing a lactate threshold test makes your training zones like individual to you.
Yeah.
And it's based on physiology, so it's based on when blood lactate is developing in your body rather than just a power that you can hold. Because FTP is trying to determine your hour power roughly.
Right.
Whereas this is looking at what's actually going on in your body and how your body's responding to exercise. So it's just a much more accurate way of determining training zones.
Yeah, and lactate is what your muscles produce?
Yeah, so blood lactate is what, like it's a byproduct of muscle, like exercise basically.
Right.
So yeah, by measuring that, we were looking at like how
Yeah,
much.
so there's lots of different byproducts, but lactate is one of the easiest ones to measure.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of people think that lactate's a bad thing, and it's not, but it's the easiest thing for us to measure in your blood.
Yeah, and when you get to LT2, that's when you can't get rid of it, right?
Fast enough.
Fast enough.
Your blood
Man, get rid
lactate.
of it, just be fast enough.
Yeah, you get rid of it eventually, but it's accumulating faster than your body can get rid of it. So when you look at a blood lactate curve, when we do these tests, you'll find that there'll be a point where it rises just a little bit from its baseline,
Mhm.
and that's your LT1. And then when your blood lactate increases like exponentially, at that point is your LT2.
And is that when your legs feel like they can't go faster?
You get to the point where you start noticing like symptoms, when you start having burning pain in your
Right.
legs and it accumulates over time, it gets worse and worse. That's because your body's not clearing lactate faster than it's creating it.
It's essentially, you're at an unsustainable pace then. So underneath that, you should be able to keep going for a long amount of time.
Mhm.
But once you get to LT2, you're not going to be able to maintain that for a long period of time. So it's what most people would determine around sort of like threshold, although people use different zone models and use different words for that. But yeah, it's when things, you're not going flat out, but when things start to get a bit hard.
Yeah, okay. And how can you make your lactate threshold to go up so that you can basically put more power out for longer without feeling as tired?
Is that training in hard zones?
Yeah, you can do specific training around that sort of area, like over-under sessions where you're basically creating blood lactate and then dipping back under to try and help your body to clear it when you're still working quite hard. But different training sessions can be targeted at different parts of your physiology then. But
Mhm.
once you know where your lactate thresholds are, then you can start working at more specific powers rather than just having a bit of a guess, really. So yeah, if you're interested in like making your training like really specific and accurate and trying to improve quickly, knowing your lactate thresholds is really useful for that. So you can target each session specific to your physiology.
Yeah, and obviously you can also see how much you've improved,
Yeah,
which is what we tried to do today, but not when you're ill.
Well, that's the other thing with FTP tests is that I always say that FTP tests are only good at training you to be good at an FTP test because there's so many other things that affect the results of that. Like, if you're on a good day or a bad day, it's going to result in a different result in your FTP test. Whereas this is like, other than illness, as we found out, you can't really cheat this. This is like specific, so it's a very repeatable test. So it's going to be very accurate when you do multiple tests over a period of training, and you can track your progress.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
you can't really lie about your lactate, can you? Because your body's producing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There's no cheating. It doesn't matter
No
whether you're feeling
tailwind.
good, feeling bad. It's not a maximal test, so it doesn't matter that if you can't really get to like a higher level than you would normally, because we'd already find the result that we need to. So
Yeah.
it's very repeatable.
We'll have to come back when you're better, Kyle,
Yeah,
and do it again,
can't wait.
and then compare the result.
I'm quite impressed that it's the same when I'm ill.
Yeah, you've got the same result
It does
basically, so
indicate that it's a bit better.
Yeah, bodes well.
yeah. Hopefully you'll have
That's
improved less than me.
me.
I improved by 50 watts
I won't even
Was
So-
that on your LT2?
on my LT2, yeah. On both, I think.
It was,
It was
I
high.
think I improved.
on both ones,
I don't know, have you got my results? You could have a look. I can't remember now.
At 150 and 200. Yeah, I feel like it was like 200 and 250 next
Yeah.
time I did exercise scale, wasn't it?
So it was 150 and 200.
250.
And in February, not in February, in what month did I do it?
No, it says
You did it in July.
Oh, July.
Yeah, it was summer.
Yeah,
Oh,
200
exactly.
and 255.
Hey, so I improved by 50 and 55. So Kyle, that's what we're aiming for.
Yeah.
Right, so we have decided we're going to come back very soon. Kyle's going to do it again. And we're going to make a part 2 to this video and then see how much you've improved.
Might wear the blue shorts again just to wind you up.
I wouldn't do because you complain about saddle sore already. Like I'm 1 minute into the session. Have we got any more questions for Dan or Jen before we go?
No, I'm excited to do it again though. Well, I'm not.
It'll be really good. To, like
Yeah.
people don't normally do these tests when they're ill, so you never like really see the results. But we'll be able to see the effect of it.
It was quite interesting to actually do it though, to see
Yeah,
the
exactly.
difference it's
Yeah,
actually
and
made.
also because then you'll know if you go to do a big round of Amy when you're ill, like how much worse you are. when you're
Yeah.
poorly.
That's
Exactly. And it does actually prove that you should rest when you're ill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's something I think a
good.
lot of
I'm pretty good at
cyclists,
that anyway, to
a
be
lot of
fair.
people don't do that though. A lot of people like,
Yeah.
a lot of people still train when they're ill. Like I've done it before, like 'cause you feel guilty for not riding.
Well, I did just say I did 200k with COVID once.
Yeah, and that wasn't a good idea.
No.
But I think people need to realise that actually it's okay to rest.
And it
It's
also
good to
takes long
rest.
to recover when you do that.
Because doing something like this probably going to take longer to get better now.
Well, if you're doing like a really
Stay
long
back
ride,
tomorrow.
I mean, you've been riding what 20, 30 minutes or so, but if you do like 200k and you create way more blood lactate than you normally would, it's going to take loads longer to clear that off your body, like days longer. So yeah, like,
Rest up when you're
rest
ill,
up,
everyone.
yeah. Don't ride when you're ill.
That helps me because sometimes my brain doesn't let me rest, but now I can see it actually physically, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
It
you can see
helps.
what's going on.
Yeah, it actually proves it to rest. So
But I'm happy.
if I get Carl's illness, which fingers crossed I don't, I will rest.
The best thing is I can match my previous power when I'm ill.
Yeah.
That's quite good.
Just showing off now,
Yeah.
aren't you?
So I would
Right.
have beat
Keep
myself.
mentioning it. I don't
Yeah.
think I've heard it enough.
Yeah, I would have beat myself when I'm ill now compared to when I was fit then.
Well, we'll come back and see. That'll be the next
Yeah,
vid.
yeah, I'm not taking it. I'll keep reminding you tonight.
So next video, Kyle's
I'm still not fault because it was 8 when I'm ill.
yeah,
I'll
exactly.
mention that.
Well, you are a man, so you should have a higher one than me. I would hope.
You are quite far off, weren't you?
No, I am quite.
Wait, what's he on?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
You're
on
at
176
250,
and
aren't
219. You were at 255.
Exactly. So I'm beating you at the minute.
I need to train really hard. I don't want to come back.
You got 1 week to train. Come on.
You're just
No one's
eating-
ever panic trained for a lactate.
Yeah, you're just eating up and down day 6 for the next 2 weeks.
Right, we're gonna go now then. So thank you so much. I feel really close up because I'm not used to this camera, but thank you so much for watching. TT to the FN. Goodbye.
You're bad.
Dan, are you saying bye?
Bye. We were talking.
Sorry, I've just interrupted
What?
these two because Jen said something important. I don't know what these two are talking about. Something silly.
Yeah, you can't know about that.
Right. Anyway, Jen was just saying about recovery time after illness.
And that when you're ill and you feel ready to exercise, have an extra day off than you think you should have, and then you'll be sure that you're ready to go again.
So why do you need an extra day? Is it because your body? You might feel better, but your body's
often
not.
if you have if you're a regular exerciser or you're really well trained, your brain will feel ready to go before your body's actually truly ready.
Right.
So when you wake up on the day and you feel like, yes, I can train, always have an extra day after that.
Don't
One
need to
more
tell
day
Carl
than you
to
need,
ask.
and then you won't go
Messed up.
backwards.
Kyle loves watching
No,
telly
no,
all
I'm
day.
just saying that I'm a bit frustrated because I'm trying to hit a certain mileage target before the end of the year.
He wants to get 10,000 miles before the end of the year.
That's
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing.
He's got to
I've got
do.
more next week.
How many miles a week have you got to do now
180.
for the rest of the
I'll do
year?
170, one of them.
For the next 6
Well,
weeks?
You can't ride in the ice anyway.
That's quite low mileage compared to what I normally do in fairness. Oh,
Yeah, you
170.
normally
Normally do at
it's
least
gonna be
200.
the next few days, so unless you're
Yeah, so you'll have to
broken
rest
hip like that.
anyway.
Turbo.
Yeah, let's not break any hips. We've already got one of them in this room.
Don't talk about
recommend it, no.